how many have you made now, Simon?
This is only the second of them. We're planning on making a new hull mould later this year, and we've got potential orders for a number more. So, but yeah, we're just trying to confirm a few of those and then make it worthwhile. We've got a demo boat as well, which unfortunately is not being used at this event. It's up on the double trailer over there at the moment.
Yeah.
If anybody wants to use it, they're welcome to.
So what new features have you incorporated on your boat then?
We're not a huge amount of difference. We've got a new centreboard case capping on the boat just to make it look a bit more modern. We've put the spine back in on the floor as a kick bar, so you can mount the spinnaker halyard on that. It's a bit down here.
Okay, yeah.
Then we removed the aft tank, which is, so if you compare that with the boats around you, so it makes it a bit more 505, 505-ish. Makes the boat a lot bigger, which has also meant we've been able to put the drainage tubes in, so that's back to the old days, but that makes quite a big difference. It's less of a bathtub than it has been for about 20 years.
Right. Because it is effectively double floored.
Yeah, we've slightly changed the bow tank and the spinnaker chute area, so the foredeck moulding is slightly wider than it was, but it's just really cosmetic.
Okay.
And then the other thing we did in the front of the boat was we put the aluminium roller back in the front, which makes it easier to strap the boat down, and there's less wear on the moulding from the halyard than there has been since the Ovington boats. But other than that, it's a one design hull. They're still the same speed as more or less all the rest of them. They're vinyl ester infused rather than epoxy infused, so there's less issues with the gel coat peeling off, which has been a bit of a problem in recent years.
And you say one design then, so if you're going to make some new moulds, they have to be within exact tolerance?
So we'll be taking a plug out of the existing mould and then refairing it and making that. We'll make it as good as we possibly can without classing previous boats is the aim. So 0.5% maybe quicker, but not enough to account for a few wind shifts, etc. So
how about your foils?
The foils, they're aluminium foils. One thing we have done on these boats is we've actually put a slightly wider centreboard case slot in there, so we're future-proofing the class. So, so traditionally the boat has a 6mm or 1/4 inch aluminium centreboard, which is what this is. This one's been sprayed with Duropox. But we've actually put packers in each side to actually pack out the case. So if in future, after, I don't know, 50 boats or whatever, then the class has got the option of going to a 20mm board if they wanted to. So trying to future-proof the class for another sort of 50-60 years if possible.
How about the correctors of any sort, or what's the minimum weight of the boat?
95 kilos. We're talking about potentially going back down to the original design weight, which is 90 kilos. This boat can. We've got, I think off the top of my head, we've got 10 kilos of correctors in this boat.
Is that the maximum permitted, or is there no maximum permitted?
I think it's actually since Winder were the previous builder to us, and I think they've managed to go up to maybe 15 or 20 kilos. But we've gone for a bit more strength in the hull and slightly less correctors, particularly as lead is very, very expensive at the moment. So yeah.
So what are the obviously past Larks of many years ago? What were their failings? Where do you think the class has improved over the years?
Well, I think the boats just got better over the years. And if you look back to the Baker and the Parker Mark II days, I mean, they were university boats. They were made to a price, and they were generally trashed. And the class over the years has had quite a bad reputation for having some boats that were falling apart or weren't very well built. That has definitely changed since Rondar started building them sort of 20 odd years ago. And then you look at the builders since then, so Rondar, Winder and now Synergy, and they've just gradually improved in quality, and they're not what a lot people see these boats. They've seen this boat at the dinghy show and the demo boat at the dinghy show, and they when you tell them it's a Lark, they actually can't believe that's what it is, because they are so different to what they're used to.
Yeah. And regarding the, I know the rudder stocks, there's quite an open ruling on rudder stock shape and stuff. So what have you done with your rudder stock? Can I have a look at it?
The rudder blade, yeah. Well, the rules are open on the rudder. There's no minimum weight. So some people have, a lot of people use the Winder lifting blades. This one's just one we knocked up for the Nationals a couple of years ago.
Wow.
Hasn't been particularly well looked after.
Is there a minimum weight at all on the...
No, there's no minimum weight on the rudders.
And how about materials?
No, and it's completely open on the rudders. And a lot of people, traditionally, a lot of people have made their own rudders for the boats, which is another way of keeping the costs down as well. And yes, there are a lot of Mullanes and Winder and various other brands out there, but that's it's always been one of the great things about the class is you can just buy a hull, fit it out yourself, and try different things, experiment, and it's a great boat because you get a lot of boat for your money compared to a lot of the single manufacturer ones.
Thanks on behalf of the Lark class for what you're doing for the class.
No, well, hopefully, hopefully the class has got a strong future. It's good that everybody's here, and hopefully it's onwards and upwards.